Hi guys, now I want to talk about how to cut a newspaper using a bokken like this. Probably you guys already see I'm doing it with bokken and also the arnis eskrima stick from rattan or wooden club like this. It is a very dull one. We use this kind of dual weapon to cut a newspaper. Now I want to talk about how to do it. First of all, we have to know about the paper itself. For practicing, we only can cut the grain, which is, you see the folded pattern here from the newspaper. It is usually the grain following through all way down here, so you cannot cut from this side here. You are against the grain of the paper, so you have to cut from this side. Usually it is folded like this, right? It is folded like this, and then this is the grain of the newspaper. So that is the first tips. And then the second one, you have to hold it like this with a paper clip, a very strong clip like this at the end too. Or usually if you want to get it stronger, you can glue all the way here, so it won't tear apart easily. Okay, now the second part is the portion that we use for cutting. At this kind of type of bokken or weapon that we use, we have to cut using this portion, the kisaki side, the rounded tapered one. But you also notice that I'm using a very flat, the Katori Shintoryu style bokken, that very flat at the kisaki. So I have to use this side, the monouchi part, and it is much more difficult to use this side. So for your practice, you have to use this side first to cut the newspaper. Okay, now the third one is the angle when you cut, when you make the cut. So for the horizontal cut like this, you have to make your entry angle, it is a 90 degree, minimum 90 degree. If you do it like this, you can cut it also. It is much easier if you are not 90 degree like this. Okay, it is much easier for you to cut a bigger angle like this, but you cannot cut it through all the newspaper. If your angle is too wide like this, maybe you can cut only at the half. So for you to cut all the newspaper, you have to make sure that your angle is about 90 degree with the newspaper. And then the fourth point is, when you're cutting, you are doing the snap movement when you are going to enter the cut. So you cannot make a very big swing like this and then you cut it through. It won't cut. It only will tears the newspaper. It won't cut the newspaper. So to cut it, you have to do the flicking motion, the snapping motion. So you have to like flipping, snapping movement like this. So you cannot cut like that. You cannot cut like that. You have to cut like this. That is using a very just a little bit effort to do. When you practice more, you will know how much energy you want to use for this kind of a snapping movement. Okay, so you have to do the snap movement when you are doing the entry for cutting. Okay, after that you only follow through. I hope this small tip will help you guys to do this paper cutting. It's also the same when you are using the club like this or any kind of blunt weapon. So the thing you should do is your entry angle should be 90 degrees with the newspaper, and you have to cut along with the grain of the newspaper or the paper. If not, you have to use the sinkan or the cingum, the real sword, the sharp sword, to cut against the grain of the newspaper. Okay guys, after this you can see the video that I do and my friends doing the cut with using a dull bokken and a dull this kind of arnis eskrima stick. Thank you for watching. Now we're gonna use the bokken and arnis eskrima stick to cut the newspaper.